The final weekend of February, and what better way to spend it than here at the Owl Athletic Complex. The sun is out, and men's lacrosse is on tap as the Keene State Owls take on the Wentworth Leopards. Good afternoon, welcome back to the Owl Athletic Complex. I'm Ryan Goodwin. It was a thriller of a game back on Wednesday as the Owls came up just short of what would have been a miraculous comeback win against Western New England. They were down 11-7 with just over a minute left and got 4 goals in a span of a minute and 4 seconds to tie the game and send it to OT, but ended up falling 12-11 in the end, and with it to 0-2 so far in 2025. But in that game, it was Rex Macarini who had a hat trick, and back-to-back games now in the first 2 with a hat trick for Rex, as well as a hat trick in that game for Giacomo Tadone. But today, another opportunity at home for Keene State to get their first win of the season. They've allowed 37 goals in 2 games to start the year. That number is skewed a bit, though, with the 25 allowed to Endicott in the season opener, but nonetheless going to have to clean that up today if they want to get a win against Wentworth, and also have to be much better in the face-off circle as they went 4 for 26 in face-off wins back on Wednesday. And meanwhile, Wentworth hasn't played in a week, but they come in 1-1 following a lopsided 18-7 loss at the hands of Skidmore College. They were supposed to play at the Coast Guard Academy on Wednesday, but had that game postponed. Their win came at Emerson College just across town in Boston back on February 11th. And through those two games, they've averaged 7.5 goals a game and are in search of their second win this afternoon. Should be an exciting game in store. We'll have it for you in just a moment as Keene State gets set to take on Wentworth. Coming up next on the Owls Media Network.
When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends. In any emergency or disaster, you can count on the soldiers of the New Hampshire Army National Guard to be there. Our mission here at home is to make life better for everyone, and the benefits we earn help us improve our own lives. Learn more about part-time service with the New Hampshire Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/NH.
My name is Wei Liu, and I am the professor of computer science here at Keene State College. Cybersecurity has a pretty high demand in the job market. It's gonna have a variety of career paths. So graduating in cybersecurity, they can be employed by government agencies, private corporations, and non-profit organizations. Cybersecurity is really a field with constantly emerging new technologies. So students keep learning new stuff and adapt to new technologies to solve the problems. Cyber attacks has become more and more common. The students in this field, they can help to protect the individuals and organizations or even national security against the cyber threats in the cyberspace. So they can make some positive impact in our society. After students graduate in a major of cybersecurity from Keene State College, and the job work they can do is, for example, they can do information security analysis, and they can do the cybersecurity auditor, and they can do secure software developer, and also they can do some penetration tester work. So so all of this is about cybersecurity because it's actually used everywhere and in any working space. Yeah.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
We're empowering your unique voice.
Igniting potential and possibility.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions Whatever makes you, you.
Because Keene State becomes home from day one. Come find your people and enjoy live music, art, coffee, thrifting, and did we mention the food? And if you're worried about what there is to do on the weekend, just look at this.
Everything we do here is about community.
Because we're a community of intense learners
With extraordinary hearts.
that raise each other up.
We are fueled by each other's successes.
Learning outside the classroom as well as in.
And we're here to provide the guidance and support you need to succeed.
All right, let's get hands-on.
In the lab.
In the studio.
In the pool.
On the dance floor.
On the stage.
The choices are yours, the opportunities are here.
Here at Keene State College, we're focused on teaching students the skills for an ever-changing world.
I'm ready to tackle problems with industry-ready skills.
You'll get a resume that writes itself and
A paycheck that earns.
Elevated confidence.
World-class courage.
And we never stop learning.
True learning takes collaboration.
We explore what drives our passions.
Celebrate our individual voices.
And spark possibility together.
Every single student, every single day.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
Proportion to me is the lived experience of our Division III student athletes. They balance life from an academic perspective and the rigors of competing at a high level, bonding with teammates and building lifelong friendships. But they also are involved in their communities. They work jobs and internships and volunteer. They've learned to be resilient. Diverse experiences are setting them up for the future.
Passion's love. Passion is love for what you do. Because I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you want to be more passionate. I think it pushes you to a different level that maybe you didn't think you had. And you can do the best of both worlds and love all of it.
A good citizen is someone who wants to make a positive impact, both in their communities and in the world around them. The Division III approach is absolutely the best approach out there for amateur sport because it wants student athletes to explore all parts of who they are. Be successful in the classroom, be successful in competition, be successful in the community. So our student athletes learn what it means to strive for and attain success, but doing it the right way and being good citizens.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned. Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a D3 program, you're going to have lots of different opportunities. You're not just an athlete, you're also involved in student life. Your academics are extremely important. We give a lot of our student athletes responsibilities right from the start by giving them leadership opportunities, by having them engage in the community, being a positive influence. That's being a responsible person.
I believe sportsmanship is a mutual admiration and respect for your fellow competitors. We all go through a lot to reach the point where we compete against one another. It's important to realize that. So once we're finally on the field or on the court or on the starting block, we look at each other as fellow human beings and not just competitors. Being able to recognize the hard work that other athletes are putting in creates a more positive and inclusive environment.
So when I ask students why Keene State, the students say unanimously it's the sense of community. The feel when you walk on this campus is immediately a sense of belonging, a sense of safety, a sense of welcome, and a sense of opportunity and promise. And so I think our students feel that when they come to our campus and they experience it when they join us. Why students choose this campus is the sense and feel and also the opportunity and the promise of that opportunity for them when they're making the decision. And why they stay is that we deliver on that promise. We have students from urban environments, from rural environments, and when they come to Keene State in those first weeks of forming a new community, they bring all of those experiences together to create a better Keene State. It's a campus small enough to feel a sense of recognition and identity, and a campus big enough to feel part of something bigger than yourself. This isn't a passive experience, so please get engaged, find a club, make a new group of friends, get involved in a recreational sport activity, in an intramural sport, get involved in a creative performance, go see a show, be a part of this community and squeeze everything you can out of Keene State. And if you do that, I am confident you will have an exceptional experience and your life will be changed as a result of it.
Looking for a new car? It's time to visit New Car Nissan of Keene. 600 new Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs are available right now. Plus, New Car Nissan of Keene has the most competitive prices. Every new Nissan comes with New Car's complimentary 20-year, 200,000-mile protection plan. Drive worry-free for many miles to come. Visit New Car Nissan of Keene today and discover why everyone loves a new car.
Fenton Family Dealerships, Tri-State area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, has state-of-the-art service facilities and services all makes and models. Home to an exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty and no extra cost to you. Locally owned since 1986. More information at FentonDealerships.com.
All right, pay attention. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the tools of the trade from foam fingers in the wave to the super secret wave. How's that for a course description? Lesson 1, your game starts long before the opening whistle, so arrive prepared. 2, if something piques your interest, raise your hand. And 3, work in groups. NCAA championships, attendance is encouraged, passion is mandatory. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
And we're back here on the Owls Media Network as starting lineups being introduced right now for the Owls. Already introduced for Wentworth. We'll take a look at both goalies who will be manning the nets today for each side. In net for Wentworth, it's Tom Gardner, 1-1, 11.82 goals against average, 22 goals allowed, and 32 saves. And in net for the Owls, it's Dylan Florian, who's started both games so far. He is 0-2, 15.8 goals against average, 10 saves, and 19 goals allowed. So should be an interesting one between these two. Wentworth, again, has not played in a week. Owls last playing, of course, in that thrilling loss back on Wednesday. And now both meeting at the midfield logo. Shaking hands, getting ready for the game. Owls still in search for that first win of the season in their third game this afternoon. And one way they're going to have to hopefully get that win is going to be through winning more faceoffs. Again, 4 for 26 in that loss back on Wednesday. And they nearly still came back, or they did come back, but couldn't finish it off quite at the end. And they're gonna, ball's still loose, but they're gonna start the day with the ball, so good start there as Nick Hadley takes it. Hadley running in on goal. Hadley a shot already, and a save is made by Gardner. Scooped up now by Leopards, it's Drayden Fisher. Fisher inside, he shoots, and a save made by Florian. So a couple chances here for both sides early on. Florian able to make the stop, and before that, Tom Gardner on the other side. Flipped over there by Austin Fitz. Now it goes up to Dylan Fidali. Who drops it back to Macarini again, as we mentioned. Hat trick in the first 2 games. Handled now by Tadone. And Tadone gives it off to Jake Dubiel. Dubiel also had a goal that last game. Keene State looking to strike first. Both games so far, they have allowed the first goal. Both teams already with a chance early on. Inside, a chance. And it goes wide of the goal. The Owls are going to keep possession, though, as Scala able to get the closest to it. Drop back. Inside. Oh, and couldn't get the shot off there. Jake Dubiel, the ball's still loose. And now it's scooped up by the Leopards. Gardner with a nice pass up there to Sal Panetta. Tyler Longo now with it, gives it off to Drew Booley. Back behind the goal. Each side with now 2 solid possessions. Owls were able to win the opening draw. Booley fakes a shot, now pulls up, and a save made by Florian. The ball is loose. See who can get on top of it. Still loose, and now turned back over to Wentworth. Back it goes to Longo. To Booley now. Booley moves in. A shot, and he scores! Drew Booley puts the Leopards on the board first, and they take a lead, 1-0. 3 minutes exactly into this one in the first quarter. And Wentworth able to draw first blood, so now 3 straight games where the Owls have allowed the first goal to start the season. Saw them get down 2-0 to the Golden Bears, Western New England, back on Wednesday. Face off, still scrum for it. Keene State once again comes away with it. And now it's given back to Macarini, who's going to wait to get some help. Owls getting a change. Jaheim Lancaster comes on, as well as Tim Souza. Drop back there from Dylan Seymour. And now here's Sebastian Farisi. Farisi moves in. Nice pass inside to Seymour. Seymour couldn't get the shot off cleanly, and it's going to go back to Wentworth. Handled now by Gardner. And up the other way it goes. Here's and now out of bounds. But the Leopards will hold on to possession here. Longo drops it off for Richard Roy. Roy now with it. Gives it over to Jake Caroluzzi. Caroluzzi a pass. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a turnover. Owls will take it. As Dylan Fidali with it. Now handled by Florian. Nice pass there. Back the other way, almost a turnover. Not able to scoop it up there on the Leopards. The Owls get it back, and now here's a chance. Scala with a shot, and he scores! Adam Scala ties the game up at 1. Owls are on the board this afternoon.
Keene State goal scorer number 49, Adam Scala.
Adam Scala with the goal. Keene State not letting the Leopards pull away too much here in the early going, and we have a tie ball game once again. And so far as well, Keene 2 for 2 in the face-off circle. Been a much better start in that department. I don't think they won a face-off the last game. They win again another one, make it 3 for 3. Now scooped up by Macarini. Macarini, nice pass over to Jacob Curtis. Finds its way back to Rex. Souza cradles it, gets it there to Seymour. Back to Macarini, kind of a bad pass, but he's able to scoop it back up. Macarini tries the wraparound. The save is made by Gardner, and back the other way comes Wentworth. Kyle Ledger brings it up the field, now passes it. Now, maybe a look here inside. They poked it away, and Florian able to scoop it up. Good defense there by the Owls, but a bad pass. A little open field hit there from Nicholas Hadley. But the Leopards come back with it. Just about 6 minutes into the opening quarter. Game all tied at a goal apiece. Here's the man who had that goal for Wentworth, Drew Booley. Drop back, another shot, and a good save made by Florian, a rebound chance. Another save is made. Leopards hold on to it though. Back inside, and they score once again. Wentworth takes the lead back. It's like it was Brendan Kroll who got the goal.
Wentworth goal, scored by number 8, Brendan Kroll.
So Kroll gets the goal with the assist there from Tyler Longo as Longo heads off to the bench. Another face-off, another tie-up. This time Wentworth will come away with it. Colin Blackburn. And Blackburn has it knocked out for a moment there by Seymour. Owls still racing after it, ball still on the ground. And now it's scooped up finally by Keene. And Cole Riccardi. Riccardi able to drop it back to Macarini, who now gives it to Tadone. Over now to Chris Adrianson. Owls looking to get back even in the game right after falling behind once again. Solid possession. Here's Seymour. Faked like he was going to shoot it. Now passes it over to Macarini behind the goal. Macarini. There's a chance inside, and they score! Dylan Seymour ties it up once again at 2.
Keene State goal, scored by number 5, Dylan Seymour.
Seymour able to tie the game up, and back and forth we go here in the early going, about halfway through the opening quarter. Keene State and Wentworth trading goals. Owls have not led so far. And on the draw, it's going to go to the Owls. Now here's Nicholas McNulty. Seymour, who again had that last goal, tried to give it back to Adrianson, couldn't handle it, but plenty of space, just scoops it right back up. Adrianson. Nice pass. Inside. Faked the shot, tried to pull up, couldn't get it off. And that was Jake Dubiel who had it, but it's going to stay with Keene State as Macarini wins the race. 35 seconds to go on the shot clock. Still plenty of time. Macarini drops it back. Dubiel a shot. It hits the iron. And it stays out and now scooped up by Kyle Ledger. Ledger, nice pass up there to Chuck Erda. Pass over there couldn't be handled. It's going to go Keene State's way. Both sides using this opportunity to get a shift. Fresh shot clock as the Owls take over. Dylan Fidali, nice pass there to Jaheim Lancaster. Lancaster with a lot of room to trot in to the attacking zone. Lancaster behind the goal. Not going to shoot it. Nice overhead pass to Scala. Scala shoots, and a save is made by Gardner. Owls maintain possession. Lancaster, Scala got knocked down and back to his feet. Has it, gives it to Macarini. Macarini tried the move and gets knocked down. The ball's loose. We get a whistle. It's going to stay with Keene State thanks to the push. And they'll reset shot clock as well to 60 seconds. Oh, nice move inside. Got it to Lancaster. Lancaster a shot. It's over the goal, but Keene keeps it. That was Tadone who had the nice pass. Inside for Seymour. Tried the behind the back shot. Couldn't get it to go. Seymour looking for that second goal of the afternoon already. And now has it. Drops the ball and Wentworth takes over. Oh, and a big hit there in the open field, but Wentworth able to keep it with the pass. Now a big shot. Save made by Florian. It's going to trickle out of bounds. Leopards hold it for now. Booley gives it back to Longo. Longo still has it.
Ball, so
pass inside, another shot, and a great save is made right in the webbing there of Florian's stick. Jacob Curtis, fifth year, passes it over to Justin Miller. Miller, nice pass there to Macarini. Macarini with a charge. Now gives it back. Tadone scores! No, it's wide of the goal. Judging by the reaction, the Owls sideline looked like they had a goal there. To no avail. Now here's Adrianson. Adrianson moves it in. A bounce shot goes wide of the net. Owls hold on to it. Here's Dubiel. Fakes like he's going to pull up with the shot. Now sends it back out toward midfield. It's going to be scooped by Seymour. So 35 to shoot. Seymour fires. Save is made by Gardner. Fast break the other way for the Leopards. Running up there, Dryden Fisher. Fisher drops it back for Buffa. And Buffa handles it now. Longo shot got blocked. Keene State's going to take it as Florian wins the race. Getting to the end here of the opening quarter of play. Both sides still knotted at one. Justin Miller. Nice pass there to Lancaster. Lancaster gets it in to Tim Souza. Souza works with it now. Drops back to Farizi. Farizi just hanging out by the Owls logo in midfield. Now runs up. Fakes the shot, has it knocked out of his stick. And that's a turnover. Wentworth able to come away with it. Back now, here's Jake Rocchio bringing it up. Wentworth has it, it's Eric Vogt. Vogt dancing around behind the goal, tried to pass it to Booley, and it's a wide pass. Owls are going to take it. Fighting for there, Connor Woods. Keene State side, it goes back to him. Here's McNulty now. With a minute and a half to go in the opening quarter. McNulty a shot, and a nice save made by Gardner. Worth back the other direction. Drop back off for Longo. Longo has it. Fresh into the game, here's Gabe Cobham. Cobham back to Longo. Back, here's Booley. Think maybe he was going to pull up for a shot. Instead passes it back over to Vogt. Back over now to Cobham. Cobham has it, pass inside. A shot goes wide of the goal. Wentworth holds on to it though. 23 seconds in the quarter, 18 to shoot. So about 5 seconds separating. Effectively the last chance though, inside. Couldn't get the shot off. Booley tried to connect there. It goes back towards midfield. It's gonna roll out of bounds and the Owls are gonna have it last here, it would appear, in the first quarter with 6.4 to play. See if they can get a shot off or if they'll just play conservatively. Clock starts to run and it looks like they're just gonna be content here with letting the first quarter come to an end. A good first quarter it was though. 2 goals apiece for each of these sides in a fairly even match game. We'll be back with the second in just a moment here. Owls and Leopards knotted at 2 on the Owls Media Network.
The Wentworth Institute of Technology, Leopards 2.
New Car has over 1,700 pre-owned vehicles. The largest selection of inventory in New Hampshire, New Car Nissan of Keene has the most competitive prices. With a selection of over 30 brands, New Car has exactly what you need across the Granite State. Find your new car from any of New Car's family of dealerships throughout the Northeast and get it shipped to New Car Nissan of Keene for free. Plus, we'll deliver your new car right to your door. Visit New Car Nissan of Keene today and discover why everyone loves a new car.
I learned a lot of valuable lessons playing college football. I never thought about the health benefits of exercise until I actually started to talk to coaches in college. It's not only just for performance, it's for life. My coaches instilled the importance of well-being, not only building up strength, mental health, getting enough sleep, eating properly is all what it is to be healthy. I decided that I want to go on a personal trainer and share my knowledge that I obtained in college about physical and mental well-being.
We're back, about ready to get the second quarter underway here from Keene. Owls and Leopards tied at 2. Let's get a look at the head coach there of Wentworth, Dan Russo, in his 14th season at the helm. Graduate of LaSalle University 2007. And for Keene State, of course, man in the red hat there, it's Mark Terrio. I believe his 23rd season here at the helm of this Keene State men's lacrosse program. Had a successful tenure here with the Owls. And hoping this year, especially once LEC play begins, to make a good run there in the playoffs. Clock is reset. We're underway here in the second quarter. Face off, not won cleanly yet by either side. Still loose on the ground, and finally now scooped up by Wentworth. And a fast break the other way, a chance on goal, and they score! Dryden Fisher puts the Leopards back in front to make it 3-2. We continue to go back and forth. Wentworth scored first. Owls have not led yet. They've been playing catch-up all day, but have not let the deficit so far get any further than just that one goal. Another tie-up on the face-off. Ball still on the ground, and now won cleanly by Keene. Aiden Donahue bringing it up. Donahue is shoved down to the ground, and we get a flag from the official. First flag of the day. Now I believe have a timeout from Keene State. And indeed we will. So timeout, first timeout of the day for either side. We'll take it to the Owls have it and trail 3-2.
When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends. In any emergency or disaster, you can count on the soldiers of the New Hampshire Army National Guard to be there. Our mission here at home is to make life better for everyone, and the benefits we earn help us improve our own lives. Learn more about part-time service with the New Hampshire Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/NH.
Fenton Family Dealerships, Tri-State area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, has state-of-the-art service facilities and services all makes and models. Home to an exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty and no extra cost to you. Locally owned since 1986. More information at fentondealerships.com.
And we're back after that timeout called by Keene State. On the timeout, I believe, yeah, the timeout negated the flag, so that was called timeout before that flag was thrown, so there will be no penalty served by Wentworth here. But Keene State will maintain possession. And now a shot inside by Macarini, and a nice save made by Tom Gardner. Both sides made some nice saves. Dylan Florian, a couple. Tom Gardner as well. Here's Dante Strong, loses possession, and now this will go back to Keene as it goes out of bounds off his stick. Chris Adrianson has it knocked out. Owls keep it though. Here's Seymour. Seymour, one of the couple Owls goals so far. Able to drop it back there. Now it goes back to Lancaster. Back to Chris Adrianson. Gives it over now. Here's Tadone. Tadone shoots. And a save made by Gardner. Gardner now bringing it up close to midfield. Wide pass, and that's going to be a turnover. Owls will take it. Here's Keene State the other direction. Giacomo Tadone has it. Pass back to Macarini. Macarini gives it back there for Tim Souza. There's Tadone. Tried to pass it inside there to Connor Woods, but couldn't connect. Drew Booley brings it up. Being worked on there by Lancaster, as well as Aiden Donahue. And a great save made there by, oh, now we get a flag down. Great save made by Florian. It's like a shove or something there. See who will go to the box. So it's Owen Keeley who goes to the box. Cross-checking, what that was the call. As you see a stick there on the field that got broken, being picked up on by one of the officials. So the first man up of the day for either side, and it's going to belong to Wentworth. They're trying to build on a one-goal advantage right now. Haven't seen the lead get any higher than a goal so far. Shot inside, got deflected. It's scooped back up, another shot. It's going to go wide of the goal. Wentworth will maintain it. Now here's Eric Vogt. About a half minute gone on the man advantage. Drop back. Just passing it around, looking for a good shooting lane. Here's Booley. It's a back. Another pass, that off the stick. Owls fighting for it. Ball still loose. And now finally scooped up, just flung around. Trying to get it there to Austin Fitz. And Fitz loses it. Penalty minutes have been served. We're back at even strength. Jacob Curtis trots on, but the Leopards hold it. Already leading by a goal. Will fake pass, now he'll get it over there to Longo. Longo passes to Cobham. Longo. Pass inside, a shot, save is made. Nice save there by Dylan Florian. He tried to pass it up to Curtis. Curtis couldn't handle it, but now Rex Macarini the other way. Macarini inside, oh, and a wayward pass. Gets knocked down at the end. And now a flag. I think this one's gonna go against Wentworth. So we'll get the official call coming up here in just a moment from the official. Trevor Gilmet will serve the penalty. This will be just 30 seconds, though, of a man up for the Owls. Tadone. Owls passing it back. Seymour able to find Souza, now back to Tadone. Back to Macarini. 10 seconds to go on the man up. Owls looking to maybe get a shot off here. Souza. And it doesn't look like they're going to have a shot on the man advantage as the penalty is over. A bad pass there. It comes back to midfield, and it's going to be scooped up by Wentworth and Sal Panetta. 9.5 just about to go here in the second quarter. 1 goal so far this quarter, and it belongs to Wentworth, who once again having the advantage at 3-2. Pooley dropped off there for Cobham. Now here's Longo. Longo pass inside, a shot. It's like it was maybe off the stick there of Florian. Wentworth holds on to it though. Boat pass inside from Cobham. Cobham's shot got deflected, goes out of bounds. Wentworth's hold on to it though. Here's Longo. Nice pass inside, a shot. Oh, and a save is made by Florian. They keep it though, another chance inside, and he makes that save as well. I think that one got caught in his uniform there for a second. It's a save nonetheless. From the Owls the other way, it's Cole Riccardi. Riccardi able to get the pass off to Lancaster, is being pressured, now gets it to Souza, who has a little bit of green grass to run. Souza fakes like he's gonna pull up for a shot. Gives it off to Macarini. "40 seconds to shoot for the Owls. Lancaster behind the goal. It's like a flag is down as well. Pass in front of the goal, a shot, a save made by Gardner. Gardner scoops it up, and now we'll get the call on that penalty. So once again, the Owls are going to have the man advantage, the man up with the slashing penalty, and it's going to go against Colin Blackburn, number 78. So the Owls keep possession. Macarini. Owls passing it around, back to Souza. Souza now behind the goal to Seymour. Yeah, whistles here as I think we're going to reset the clock. So reset the man advantage here to 30 seconds as about a half minute passed. Team Souza with the ball right now. So 45 seconds now as he heard the official there. And Souza now back in action. Gives it back off to Jake Dubiel. Pass to Macarini, a shot inside. I think it went wide, the Owls keep it. Back now, Dubiel a shot wide again. Got knocked down after, and now scooped up by Seymour. Inside a half a minute to go on the man up for Keene State. Trying to make good use of it. A shot, and a save is made by Gardner. Gardner's made some nice saves here in the early going. Off the shot there from Tim Souza. Able to keep his team in front, now they get it back, and that's gonna kill off the final seconds of this minute. Man up for Keene State. Bad pass, but it's handled once again by Booley. Drops it back for Cobham. Over to Longo. Shot in on goal. Goes wide of the net. Off the stick there from Brendan Kroll. Kroll has the goal in this one so far for the Leopards. Cobham works back toward midfield. Going to create something here on offense. This little shovel pass there. Booley drops it off for Cobham. Back to Longo. Longo looking for something. Final 10 of the shot clock. And a save made finally there at the end by Florian. Owls back the other direction. Pass, a little high for Seymour, and it's going to be turned over. Would have been a nice opportunity inside. The Owls to try to tie the game back up, but they couldn't connect. Handled by Gardner now. Nice upfield pass to Panetta. Panetta gives it back to Bowden Landers. Now finds its way over to Vogt. Landers with it. They'll move it in, pass back to Vogt. Handled on a bounce. Inside, a shot. Oh, and another great save made by Florian as he denies Kroll of his second goal of the afternoon. Pass up to Lancaster, fresh in the game. Lancaster moves it up, makes a nice move. Keene State settles in on the offensive attack. 50 to shoot. Under 4.5 to go here in the first half. Still just one goal in this second quarter. Keene State trying to change that. Souza tried to pass it over there to Lancaster. It's a fight for the ball. And Keene State's going to keep possession. The Wentworth sideline not very happy about the call. But Lancaster will have it. Pass behind the goal to Macarini. Macarini over to Souza. Under 4 to go in the second quarter. Macarini yet to get on the board today. Let's see if that changes the shot. And indeed it changes right there. Rex Macarini with goal number 7 of the season, his first of the afternoon. And we're tied right back up at 3.
Rex Macarini
Have been quiet so far in the first half, had a number of touches, but finally breaks through here today for the Owls. And once again, we're knotted at 3 apiece. What's been a pretty low-scoring first half. Owls back on Wednesday led 5-3 at the half for a tough third quarter. And this is going to go to the Leopards. So Wentworth takes it. It's Chuck Erta. A pass there up to Kobe Bufa. Cobham now over to Longo. Pass inside, a little wayward, but it's scooped up. And now a chance inside, and they score. Wentworth takes the lead right back. Can tell who
Wentworth goal scored by number 12.
scored the goal. It is going to be number 12, Kobe Bufa, who puts the Leopards right back in front right after, just seconds after Keene State tied the game. So the back and forth continues. Now 2 goals this quarter for the Leopards, 1 for the Owls at the moment. Still 3:20 to go in the opening half. Face off, still being battled for, ball on the ground, and now scooped up by Dylan Sullivan. Sullivan brings it up. It's gonna be a turnover, Owls will take it. More whistles from some of the officials, and I believe we're going to get a timeout here. It looks like called by Wentworth. So we'll be right back in just a moment. 3:04 to go here in the second quarter. Keene State trailing the Leopards 4-3.
Timeout, Wentworth.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
Fenton Family Dealerships, Tri-State area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, has state-of-the-art service facilities and services all makes and models. Home to an exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty on no extra cost to you. Locally owned since 1986. More information at fentondealerships.com.
Fresh out of the timeout there is Coach Terrio. He's wearing the gray hoodie today, no hat. Trying to get his team to their first win of this 2025 spring season. So far been an entertaining game, 4-3, Wentworth in front. Owls have not led so far today, but have every time the Leopards have been able to take the lead, have been able to find an answer to tie the game up. And are gonna have the ball right here. Coming out of the Wentworth timeout. Will wind the clock. Owls with it. Pass across there over to Owen Keeley. Keeley, nice pass up to McNulty. McNulty with a nice move and won't pull up for a shot. They try to create another chance with some of his teammates as he gives back to Dubiel. Back to Tadone. Tadone inside, gets the ball poked away and scooped up by Sal Panetta. Panetta now gives it over to Gardner, the goalie. Gardner pass, a little high, and Keene State will take it. Dubiel gives it over to Adrianson. Souza with it now. Back to Adrianson. Back to Souza. A little wild on the pass. Ball still on the ground. And now Wentworth comes back away with it with the turnover. Handled now by Gardner. Runs well out of his goal towards midfield. Gives it off there to Panetta. Minute and a half to go here before halftime. Owls trying to find an answer, but have to play some defense here first. Booley has it. Booley, high pass. Turnover there for the Leopards. Was trying to find Gabe Cobham. Couldn't do it. And now here's Curtis. Curtis pass up to Keeley. Over to Souza. Pass inside. Faked the shot there, did Macarini. And it's turned back over. So Wentworth can have the final shot of the half here if they want it. As the shot clock well above the time on the game clock. Inside, here's a chance. A save is made once again there by Florian. He's made some good stops this afternoon. Both of these goalies have. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout called by Coach Terrio and Keene State. We'll be right back in just a moment here on the Owls Media Network. 44.5 seconds to go before the half, and Keene State trailing by a goal.
All right, pay attention. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the tools of the trade from foam fingers in the wave to the super secret wave. How's that for a course description? Lesson 1, your game starts long before the opening whistle, so arrive prepared. 2, if something piques your interest, raise your hand. And 3, work in groups. NCAA championships, attendance is encouraged, passion is mandatory. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
I worked in HVAC when I was in high school, and I really liked being on a job site. When Keene State came to my high school, the admissions counselor told me I could have a job on a job site and also make a difference on people's lives. He said being a safety engineer meant I could work with my hands, but also make sure that everybody was going to be home safely at the end of the day. The safety field is growing rapidly because companies are noticing that keeping their workers healthy means that they can keep their workers working. My plan is to graduate from Keene State so I can get back onto a job site as a safety engineer. It's great because there's jobs to choose from all over the United States, so I can basically go anywhere I want. Keene State is giving me the tools to make that happen.
Final seconds here, ready to be played of the first half. Owls still on defense, looking to prevent a Wentworth opportunity before the buzzer. It'll be Eric Vogt, starts with it. Worked on there by Dylan Fidali. Vogt gives it back to Cobham. And again, Wentworth can have the final shot here if they want it. All in a, looks like it's gonna be a turnover here. Owls will take it. So Keene State might be the ones with the final opportunity. 23 and change to go. Oh, and a high pass. And a turnover, not a good pass at all there, and Keene State cannot take advantage of the opportunity. And now back the other way comes Wentworth. A shot on goal and a great save made again by Florian. Pass up the field, now here's Seymour. Seymour inside, gets knocked down from the seat of his pants. The ball's still loose. Official threw a flag. Time runs out in the first half.
Ladies and gentlemen, your halftime score.
And I guess I would take it that Wentworth will probably serve the penalty to start the second half. As the flag was down, call would have been against them. So the penalty was a push against Trevor Gilmet. It'll be served after the half, but at the half right now, Wentworth leads Keene State 4-3, and we hope you'll be back to see the finish of this one on the New Hampshire National Guard Owls Media Network.
So I know facts of 5 are friendly, so I'm gonna box out my 5 and my 8.
My name is Ellie Lyons. I'm from Charleston, Rhode Island, and I'm majoring in elementary education and sociology. I am a student teacher, and I come into the classroom every single day from 8 to 3, and my CT, my cooperating teacher, will give me lesson plans or just things to do throughout the day so that I can slowly become used to running a classroom. I got interested in teaching because my mom has been a teacher for more than 30 years, and I've watched her enjoy teaching every single day, so I know that the passion never goes away, and I have always grew up in that experience and in that environment, and I knew that I would like it. One of the bigger reasons that I picked Keene State was because of the education program and how quick it gets you into the classroom. I know I went to other schools and I talked to like those programs, and their hands-on learning was way later than Keene State, so I decided that would be best for me. I prefer hands-on learning. In the beginning, we start with lecture-based learning for education, and then once you get moved into the classroom, your junior year, you get way more hands-on, and it actually gives you the experience. And more than just like creating a lesson plan, you're actually in the classroom learning like classroom management or just like how to deal with situations that you don't really taught. I chose elementary ed because of the ages. I have always been a babysitter my whole life, so being exposed to like those younger ages, I've really been able to make connections with them easier. My first day starting at Simons, I actually already felt comfortable just because with Methods 2, gave me the exposure of being in this building and with this community and like the staff and faculty. Now I feel like I am part of the school almost. A lot of teachers or student teachers might experience like being maybe below other faculty or staff, but here at Simons they make you feel like equal and give you those like opportunities to be seen as just like a regular teacher. I think I'm most proud of after the start of student teaching was probably planning my solo week, which is right now. I feel like on my first day of solo teaching, it wasn't really scary, but it was like exciting, and it was a little nerve-wracking just because like everything was in your hands. But everything that I have been prepared with, so like Methods 1, Methods 2, has really like exposed me to stuff like that, and being in charge and knowing how to like manage a classroom and plan for lesson plans and longer days. From the first day, my cooperating teacher has been very easy to get along with. I definitely feel like she's preparing me to be a teacher on my own just because she has thrown me into those challenging conversations or just like topics. And she shows me like how to reflect as a teacher, which I think is super important because even after her lessons, she'll be like, hey Ellie, like what do you think I should do next? Or maybe next year, like maybe I'll try something different. Like what do you have in mind? I feel very prepped to go out and teach. I even had experience before when I went back home, I was doing substitute teaching. And that was like a piece of cake. I've had like people comment on how well I do like classroom management, even at like a random school like substitute teaching. So like I can definitely tell that Keene State has helped me a lot.
A single thread is unique. Like each of us, full of purpose and potential. A strand designed to connect, strengthen, and unite. But we face different challenges and have different opportunities. By acknowledging that others may struggle in ways we do not, we can celebrate our differences, embrace each other, and fortify the ties among us. A single thread can fray, yet when it's woven with another, a bond forms. A new strength created by the fabric of the whole. Let's embrace the fabric we make together, the diversity of our threads, to reach beyond ourselves and overcome the impossible. The true power of our game comes from unifying our individual backgrounds, connecting our unique stories, enabling us to be stronger, braver, greater. We can achieve so much more when we are all as one.
What a season! The confetti is gonna fall. There she goes, and she's got it! How sweet is this, and how wonderful for the sport!
I worked in HVAC when I was in high school, and I really liked being on a job site. When Keene State came to my high school, the admissions counselor told me I could have a job on a job site and also make a difference on people's lives. He said being a safety engineer meant I could work with my hands, but also make sure that everybody was going to be home safely at the end of the day. The safety field is growing rapidly because companies are noticing that keeping their workers healthy means that they can keep their workers working. My plan is to graduate from Keene State so I can get back onto a job site as a safety engineer. It's great because there's jobs to choose from all over the United States, so I can basically go anywhere I want. Keene State is giving me the tools to make that happen.
Welcome to Hurt Skirt or Just Hurt. Our first contestant is suffering from knee pain from a recent running incident. What do we think, audience? Hurt Skirt or Just Hurt? Why not try Hurt Skirt? Make your recovery hassle-free with Hurt Skirt, a patent-pending, stretch-to-fit, hot-cold therapeutic sleeve, proven to stay cold longer and still remain completely mobile. Drop the ice, skirt the hurt.
Looking for a new car? It's time to visit New Car Nissan of Keene. 600 new Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs are available right now. Plus, New Car Nissan of Keene has the most competitive prices. Every new Nissan comes with New Car's complimentary 20-year, 200,000-mile protection plan. Drive worry-free for many miles to come. Visit New Car Nissan of Keene today and discover why everyone loves a new car.
When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends. In any emergency or disaster, you can count on the soldiers of the New Hampshire Army National Guard to be there. Our mission here at home is to make life better for everyone, and the benefits we earn help us improve our own lives. Learn more about part-time service with the New Hampshire Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/NH.
About ready to get second half action kicked off here from the Owl Athletic Complex. The Leopards of Wentworth in front 4-3 right now over Keene State. Owls trying to have a much better second half and be able to pull out a win in this one. The goal scorers for each side for Keene State. Not in order, but Rex Macarini with a goal, Dylan Seymour with a goal, and Adam Scowell with a goal each. And on the Wentworth side, Bufa, Kroll, Booley, and Fisher all with a goal to give them 4. So no multi-goal scores so far in this one. We'll see if it changes now. Again, the Owls will be on a man up to start this second half. As going to the box, it was Trevor Gilmet to end the opening half, and he'll serve 30 seconds there. The Owls, as a result, are going to start with the ball automatically. So here's Tadone, gives it over to Macarini, back to Seymour. Back to Tadone. Try to pass it inside, and another turnover as it's taken by Kyle Ledger. And now back the other way come the Leopards. Final seconds of the man advantage tick away. Owls not able to do anything with it. Owls have not led at all so far in this game. Behind the net, handled by Vogt. Gives it over to Longo. Back now to Cobham. Vogt behind the net, trying to look for somebody inside. Here's a chance, a shot, and they score. Second goal of the game belongs to Drew Booley. And Wentworth has their largest lead today at 2 goals. Drew Booley nets his second of the afternoon. And the Owls gonna have to play catch up here even more. Face-off specialist Gabe Pereira there at the midfield logo. Keene State again still in search of that first win. Keene comes away with it. Now Nicholas McNulty gives it back to Macarini. Back now to Tadone. Tadone moves in. Gives it back behind the net to Seymour. Macarini back out to Jake Dubiel. Dubiel over to Tadone, back to Dubiel. Dubiel shoots it well wide of the goal. Owls keep it though. You'd say keeps it 45 to shoot. Have had a tough time getting a lot past Gardner. Macarini loses control of the ball. It's on the ground and now scooped up once again by Ledger, the defenseman. Now Gardner with it. Pass upfield, gets it to Rocchio. Now here's Longo with it. Longo moves in. Again, the third quarter, pass behind the net. The third quarter of that Western New England game was certainly not a good one for the Owls. Going to have to improve a lot today if they want to get the win. Longo, a bounce shot, goes over the goal, and they hang on to it. Always tough for the goalie to stop with the bounce shots. Now a shot from Cobham. Cobham's shot didn't get through. Owls not able to keep it as it wasn't able to be handled and scooped up by Austin Fitz. So now there's Longo and a fresh shot clock with it of 80 seconds. Booley, who's eyeing a hat trick here this afternoon. Drop back, Cobham a shot. A nice stop there from Florian. Ball loose on the inside circle there of the goal. It's still on the ground and now scooped up. Booley a shot. Gets knocked down and finally we'll have a turnover. The Owls take it the other way. So they survived that charge from the Leopards. Still got to get something back here, though. They trail by a couple goals. And McNulty. Pass up to Miller. Back to McNulty now, past midfield. Now we'll drop it back to Macarini, who will just try to shovel it off there to Lancaster. Actually, that was Curtis, not Macarini. And now he'll trot off. Lancaster, pass back to Souza. Back to Farisi now. Breezy back to Rex Macarini. Looking for options, gives it back. Farisi around the net, tried to pull up, had it knocked out of his stick, and now scooped by Seymour. Now Souza. Can't find a clean lane, gives it back to Farisi. Back to Seymour. Seymour tried to pass it inside. He was trying to find Connor Woods. Woods couldn't handle it, now they turn it over. Now scooped up by Panetta. Panetta, bad pass. And the Owls are going to scoop it the other direction as Farisi gets it. Lancaster gives it back to Souza. Souza gives it now to Farisi. Farisi, a bad pass there. It's clanks off the stick of Lancaster. A nice job by Lancaster, able to keep it in, and now he loses it. Got knocked down, but the other way, here comes Drayton Fisher. Fisher already has a goal today. Over to Cobham. Longo. Back to Cobham, now inside. A chance, and they score! Eric Vogt gets on the board for the first time this afternoon, and the lead is 3
Scored by number 55,
for the
Eric
Leopards.
Vogt.
So that's now the largest advantage they've held today. Again, Keene State has not led all day. And much like the Western New England game, we're going to have to come back in this one. Center face-off, still being fought for. And it's going to go the way of Wentworth. So again, it's been a rough start to this third quarter for Keene. Longo, faked, maybe he was going to pull up there, doesn't. Nice pass there to Cobham. Here's Vogt, who had that last goal. Inside, a shot and a save made that time from Florian. Florian so far has had a better game today than he did on Wednesday. Pass trying to find Tadone. Macarini tried to scoop it up, couldn't do it. Now Curtis giving a shot at it. Curtis hit by like 3 different players and comes out of it. And now a wayward pass to Tadone, and the Owls turn it over anyway. Just been a lot of that today this afternoon from Keene State, not being able to connect on passes. That shouldn't be relatively hard. And now Jake Rocchio finds Jared Hiller. Now it's Kobe Buffa with it. Buffa. Worked on there by Fitz. And now Cobham. Justin Miller going against them there. Vogt again behind the goal. Passes it off to Booley, who again is a goal short of a hat trick today. Back to Cobham. Cobham has it. Just drops it back there to Longo. 15 to shoot. Got to create something fast. Pass, oh, and it's wide there. And a turnover. As it's chucked out of bounds. Not sure what Wentworth was looking for there. Owls take it over though. Scooped up by Riccardi. And Coach Dan Russo not very happy. One of their coaches at least discussing with an official on the sideline. Another bad pass, though, from Keene State. And they once again turn it over. Both of these teams have made bad passes throughout the day, but it really seems like lately it's been more from the Owls. Part of the reason they're trailing as they are right now by 3. Got to start connecting, though, if they want to get back in the game. Here's a shot. Oh, and that goes out of bounds, wide of the goal, but once again, Vogt is right there, so the Leopards keep it. Vogt gives it back to Roy. Roy with it. Drops back and now finds Bufa. Cooley worked on there by Fitz. Here's a chance. Not going to pull up for the shot was Longo. Still half a minute to go on the shot clock. That goes to Longo. We're getting a flag down. This is multiple flags now fly. Pass inside. There's some laundry on the field. Pass in clean, a shot, and they score! Once again, another goal for the Leopards.
Wentworth goal, scored by number 1,
and this
Richard
one belongs
Roy.
to Richard Roy to make it 7-3. And what was a 1-goal lead at halftime. And it's going to be Austin Fitz. We'll go to the box for slashing for a minute. So slash against Tavares. Man advantage, more flags fly against the Owls. Again, delayed calls, so until they can touch the ball, then we'll get no stoppage. Still 40 seconds to go on the man up, though, on the one against Tavares. Chance inside, another shot. That time saved by Florian. Again, Wentworth keeps it. And now we'll get the calls here as the officials pick up the laundry. But again, they're both going against Keene State.
Let's go, Downers!
So it looks like it's going to be Aiden Donahue who will serve it. Unnecessary roughness to call against Donahue, and it'll be another minute added on the penalty against Tavares as well. It's now 2 Owls in the box. 60 seconds on the shot clock and a perfect chance for Wentworth here to extend the lead even more. It's already up at 4. They've scored 3 so far in this third quarter. After leading by just a goal at the half. A nice save there by Florian. Ball on the ground and still loose. And now finally Florian comes out of the pile with it. And a nice upfield pass to Nicholas McNulty. He's got Rex Macarini open, but he gets knocked down. The ball loose, and they turn it over. Just too many defenders there to deal with. Up the field it goes to Rocchio. Rocchio over to Hiller. Hiller with it. Runs its way now to Kroll, who has a tally this afternoon. Pass back to Kroll from Bufa. And we're going to get a timeout called now by Wentworth. And it's been all Leopards here so far
Timeout,
in this third quarter.
Wentworth.
They now lead 7-3. We'll be right back here on the New Hampshire National Guard Owls Media Network.
Ignite your athletes. Empower your coaches. Rally your community. Support every team with one solution with the Huddle Athletic Department Package. You put all your school's coaching tools under one roof. From recording to analyzing to sharing, with your Huddle AD package, you cover every angle. Equal access means equal opportunity, and equal opportunity means full potential. Let's take your department to the next level.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
We are back, and all the momentum right now on the side of Wentworth. They led 4-3 at halftime. 3 goals here so far, at least in the third quarter. The advantage now at 4, 7-3. And still with the ball after a couple of penalties against the Owls. That went against Tavares and Aiden Donahue. Keene State has to get back any kind of momentum they can here. They want any shot at a comeback. It's Cobham. Gives it in to Booley. Wild pass there. And the Owls will take it back. Scooped up by Fidelli. Fidelli just gives it back to Florian out of his goal. Florian, a nice upfield pass as he's able to connect with Owen Keeley. Riccardi gives it back to Macarini. Macarini over to Tadone. Tadone now to Scala. Scala drops it over to Dubiel. Back to Adam now, about midfield. Charges in. Scala, nice pass there to Macarini. Macarini inside to Tadone. Tadone couldn't get a look. Looked like he was trying to pull up there. And now Seymour. Seymour inside. Back to Macarini. Macarini around the goal, flipped it. Ball still on the ground. Scala picks it up. But 5 to shoot. He's got to shoot it here. What is he? He's got to shoot it. It's a shot clock violation against the Owls. The Owls think, though, that the should have been reset. But it's not going to matter. It's going back to Wentworth. Now here's Longo. Macarini is going to get called as the flag thrown. Another delayed call coming up against Keene State. It's going to be on Macarini. Back to Booley. Minute and a half to play here in the third quarter. Around the goal, a chance, and he scores. Once again, the second goal today for Eric Vogt. Puts the lead to 5.
Wentworth goal, scored by number 55, Eric Vogt.
And the slashing call against Rex Macarini. So they'll serve that penalty. It'll be a man up once again for Wentworth. The lead, the largest it's been at 5. 4 goals here unanswered in this third quarter. Again, was a close game at halftime, 4-3. And the Leopards have slipped away quite a bit. And it's going to be scooped up, face-off one there by Connor Sharon. Now Vogt with it, behind the goal. Has two, drops it back for Longo. Now to Booley. Both Booley and Vogt now with 2 goals apiece on this Wentworth team, both in search of a hat trick. Back to Vogt. Vogt back to Booley. Booley a shot, and it goes wide of the net. Out of bounds, but again, the Leopards keep it. 22 seconds to go and the man up. And they can run it all the way down too. There's about a second and a half separating the shot and game clock, so they could have the last shot here if they wanted. Or close to it. Pass inside, looking for another goal, and they get it. Florian went down there, but Jared Hiller
Wentworth goal scored by number 18,
is going to get the
Jared
goal
Hiller.
to make it 9-3. We get a flag down as well at the end. The player down there for the Owls was Tavares. See what the call is. The official will come over and give the explanation. And it's an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Owls, and it goes against Jacob Curtis, who will serve a minute. Another man up once again for Wentworth, and it's just been an ugly third period here. 5 unanswered goals. Third quarter, 5 unanswered goals for the Leopards. Still 25.9 to go. And they now have a 6-goal advantage. So Curtis serves the penalty now. Longo. Again, they'll try to get a shot off here before the quarter's over. A chance for Booley, and Booley makes it a hat trick. Hat trick for Drew Booley this afternoon of Wentworth. And they get to double digits, 10-3. These third quarters have just been a problem for Keene State these last 2 games. So Booley gets the hat trick. Last 2 games to open the season, we've seen hat trick for Rex Macarini on the Keene State side. We saw one for Tadone as well the last game. That's at least that streak in jeopardy right now for Macarini, who only has a goal today. Long pass, and that's going to be the way that the third quarter ends, and the Owls are going to need to do a lot of work if they want to make this even close. As we'll head to the fourth, 10-3 Leopards on the New Hampshire National Guard. Owls beating
Keene State Owls 3.
I remember writing in the 2nd grade that I wanted to be a teacher, and I always knew that I was going to be a teacher. I started school a year early, and it created challenges for me because I wasn't able to pick up material as fast as the other students. Outside of school, my Jaju would quiz me on my math facts and read with me. It showed me that even though I had challenges in school, there were still people who wanted to help me. In high school, I knew I had to work harder than everyone else to get the same results, but I had teachers that would help me in subject areas outside of their own because they could relate to how I felt. The way these interactions with my Jaju and my teachers made me feel while I was learning is the inspiration for how I'd like my students to feel. I'm able to build relationships and be vulnerable with my students when they're struggling because I've been in their shoes and I know exactly how they feel. Being able to relate to them from my own experience has become a massive asset in becoming a teacher.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
Fenton Family Dealerships, Tri-State area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, has state-of-the-art service facilities and services all makes and models. Home to an exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty on no extra cost to you. Locally owned since 1986. More information at fentondealerships.com.
Fourth quarter about to get underway here from the Owl Athletic Complex. See on the scoreboard, it was not a good third quarter for Keene State. They allowed 6 goals, 6 unanswered. Only trailed 4-3 at halftime. Now it's 10-3. And you're going to need absolutely a lot of work to make that up in just the fourth. Did see a crazy comeback, obviously, at the end of the Western New England game. But they're going to need to even get within striking distance to do that here this afternoon. Even have a thought. Cobham gives it over to Booley. Booley now has a hat trick on the day. Gives it over to Buffa. Buffa now back to Booley. Booley back to Gabe Cobham. Behind the net, it's Vogt. Vogt with a couple goals, gives it back to Cobham. Cobham's shot goes wide. Wentworth holds it though still, Eric Vogt. Back over to Longo. Cobham another shot, also wide. 19 to shoot now for the Leopards. Here's Eric Vogt. Behind the goal, gives it to Longo. 10 to shoot. Longo tried to get it inside. Ball still on the ground. Finally scooped up, thrown across. Now a chance for Booley. Booley's shot goes wide. And a shot clock violation against Wentworth, so the Owls take over. 13.5 to go in the fourth. Need to start getting goals back and getting them back quick. Take a crazy run as Riccardi gives it back to Lancaster. Now, next up on the schedule for the Owls, they'll have a little bit of a break. They'll be home next, and that is also their next game on Wednesday, March 5th. That's turnover there. They'll be home here at 5 o'clock against Vassar College. So about a week and a half away from that. We'll get at least a little bit of rest. Booley brings it up against Curtis. Booley gets past him, drops back for Cobham. Now to Longo. Fake the pass there to Cobham, now gives it to him. Cobham a shot, and a save made there by Florian. Owls win the race to it as Miller able to dive, and they take it. Now the next game for Wentworth will be scheduled for Tuesday. They'll be home against Salve Regina at 5 o'clock. They still got some games left in the month of February. Owls turn it over once again. Bufa still has it. Passes it up there to Longo. Inside, trying to find help, and he finds it anyway. Another goal scored there for Jared Hiller, and Hiller's second of the afternoon. And the lead extended to 8, 11-3.
Wentworth goal, scored by number 18, Jared Hiller.
There's Coach Terrio on the screen. Ugly second half for this team. Allowed 7 unanswered goals. After the first half was competitive, again, Keene only trailed by 1 at the half, 4-3. Since then, things have gotten out of hand, especially in that third quarter. And now a goal here in the fourth for Hiller. Makes it an 8-goal margin. Hiller with it again, drops it back to Cobham. Cobham. Pass inside, trying to find Hiller. Vogt's gonna get to it, and actually it's gonna be a turnover. The Owls will now take it. Couldn't keep it in bounds. See if Keene State can finally get on the board. No goals since that second quarter. Lancaster. Over now to Cole Riccardi. Riccardi with it. Riccardi inside. Riccardi, a bounce shot and a nice save again by Gardner. And Tom Gardner's played well in that today. Saw a lot more chances there in that first half, but did make some nice saves. Owls keep it though. Here's Macarini. Search of his second goal today. Gives it back to Scala. Scala has a goal as well. Souza gives it back to Lancaster, and now it goes over to Parisi. Parisi, nice pass inside. Oh, and a good chance, but it's saved. Actually intercepted there. They're trying to pass it across. Gardner was able to get a stick on it. They're trying to connect there with Sean Bosworth. It couldn't happen. Moving through now, it's Kai Yagoda. Yagoda gets it poked away. Flag's gonna fly against Keene State once again. Vogt has it. Gives it back to Brendan Voss. Voss with it. Voss back over to Alex Bedoni. Bedoni poked away. And now we'll get the call after it was scooped up there by Aiden Donahue. Coach Terrio discussing with the official right now. So Wentworth will keep it. Offside is the call. And more of a delay here is another call. Looks like
unsportsmanlike conduct. White coach. 1 minute locked.
Sportsmanlike conduct, it goes against Coach Mark Terrio. So that'll be another minute on the board for the Owls and penalties. And Macarini also right now will be the one to serve that. Wayward pass there, and the Leopards turn it over. Trying to connect with Brendan Kroll. The Owls the other direction. Matthew Quinlan lost it for a second, loses it again, and it's scooped up by Vogt. Vogt gets it behind the net, over to Buffa. Inside, Buffa faked the shot, gives it back to Longo. Inside, a chance. Oh, and a nice save made there by Florian. Oh, but a bad pass, and it's turned over once again. Tried to clear it and couldn't do it. After a nice save. Inside, Longo scores. Tyler Longo with his first goal of the day.
Wentworth goal, scored by number 33, Tyler
Leopards.
Longo.
So they take advantage there of more Owls miscues, more penalties. Jacob Curtis will trot off. Actually, Macarini's penalty not done yet. He'll serve actually 6 more seconds, so back on the clock before he can come back on. And that time will likely just be wasted anyway in the face-off circle, and it is. Wentworth comes away with it. Macarini back to the field. A wild pass there, and that'll be a turnover. Owls take it. 7:47 to go here in the final quarter. Keene State losing by 9. Pass to Florian. Florian up near midfield. Gives it, tried to find Macarini. It couldn't connect, and another turnover. Back the other way it goes, and they fling it in on goal. And that goes wide. Why not? Florian was almost at the midfield stripe. And with that turnover, they almost had an empty net goal effectively. Now Lancaster back on. Trying to get something back for the Owls, trailing by 9. Haven't had a goal since the second quarter. Now here's Macarini, a shot. Oh, and another save is made by Gardner. He's played well all day, even despite kind of the lack of opportunities for the Owls in this second half. Has made some nice saves, and another one right there. Drop back for Cobham. Longo. Longo tried to drop it off. Being worked on there is Kroll. Ball still on the ground, a fight for it. Who's going to come away with it now? And it's a hold, and it's going to go to Keene State. Riccardi. Gives it back over to Tim Souza. Souza now drops it back for Farisi. Under 6 to go here in the final quarter. Nice pass, or nice handle there by Souza. Kind of a wild pass. Now a chance, Seymour shoots. Looked like off the side of the net. A dive for it, who won it? Keene State. Souza picks it up. Change for both sides. So, and also a penalty coming against Wentworth. Haven't seen that much here in this second half. But it'll go against Cameron Santo Lucido. Will serve a minute. I think for unsportsmanlike, I believe was the call. Macarini shoots. Another save by Gardner. Now turned over. The Owls try to take it back, and they do. Souza's pass is wide. Running after it now is Dubiel. Dubiel's fighting for it. Trying to get help there from Scala. Actually, that was Adrianson who came over to help. Owls keep it, though. Oh, and looked like it got deflected. Seymour scoops it up, though. Tries to get it inside for Tadone. Shot goes wide. Back goes Macarini. Gives it to Souza. Couldn't handle it cleanly. Scoops it back up. Adrianson, a shot wide of the net. 53 to shoot still, so plenty of time there. And Dylan Seymour. Inside, looking for a shot. Another save made by Gardner. That was Dubiel with it, who had the chance, and now back the other way comes Wentworth as Panetta drops it off for Buffa there. Buffa still has it, waiting for some help. And now charges ahead. Buffa will shoot it. Save made by Florian. And it's going to be kept anyway by the Leopards, Jared Hiller. Flag goes down. Have another penalty here against Keene. .350 to go here in the fourth. It's been all Wentworth in the second half. 8 goals to none for Keene State. Back across, try to find Longo, and now it's scooped up, and now we'll get the call, which will be going against the Owls. Unsportsmanlike against Dylan Fidali. He will go to the box. So he'll serve a minute. Wentworth already with a very comfortable lead and a chance to continue to extend it. Inside, oh, and whiffed on the shot there did Hiller. Had a chance at his third goal today. Couldn't make it happen, and now McNulty scoops it up and gets past the slashes of the defenseman there. Oh, and he lost his stick.
Are you joking?
And a turnover. Now the other way, here comes Bully. Already has a hat trick. Inside, trying to find Hiller, not a good pass. A flag thrown at the end. Another against Keene. And a timeout will be called here by Wentworth. We'll get that flag in just a moment. So we'll be right back. Final 3 minutes here on the Owls Media Network.
All right, pay attention. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the tools of the trade from foam fingers in the wave to the super secret wave. How's that for a course description? Lesson 1, your game starts long before the opening whistle, so arrive prepared. 2, if something piques your interest, raise your hand. And 3, work in groups. NCAA championships. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends. In any emergency or disaster, you can count on the soldiers of the New Hampshire Army National Guard to be there. Our mission here at home is to make life better for everyone, and the benefits we earn help us improve our own lives. Learn more about part-time service with the New Hampshire Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/NH.
So got the call, unnecessary roughness against Owen Keeley of Keene State. A minute coming up for him as well. Served alongside Dylan Fidali there, who's still got 22 remaining on his penalty. Just has been, to say the least, a rough second half for this Keene State team. Cooley, now a shot high of the net there from Kroll. He's looking for his second today. The Leopards keep it. Back to Vogt. Back to Kroll. Booley shoots. Save made there by Florian. He scoops it up. Fires back out over the head of McNulty. Oh, and now off the stick there of Strong as well, Dante Strong, and handled by Gardner in net. Final seconds here of Keeley's penalty will tick away. And it's been killed off now as Jacob Curtis trots on. Final 2 minutes here in the fourth. Shot on goal, and they score. Second goal today for Brendan Kroll. Makes it a 10-point lead, or 10-goal lead, 13-3. Owls still with a minute 46 left, but trying to find the net. For the first time since the second quarter before this one's over. Obviously will not have a chance at the win today. And now we get a whistle. And it looks like a timeout will be called by the Owls. We'll be right back in just a moment on the Owls Media Network.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
We're empowering your unique voice.
Igniting potential and possibility.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
Because Keene State becomes home from day one. Come find your people and enjoy live music, art, coffee, thrifting, and did we mention the food? And if you're worried about what there is to do on the weekend, just look at...
We are back on here, final minute 46. Owls just trying to find the net before it's over. Obviously won't help in the win-loss column, but maybe just for some confidence going into that game in about a week and a half when they'll take on Vassar here on Wednesday, March 5th. It'll be a 5 o'clock start. Let's get him back now over to Longo. Back now to Vogt. The Keene State women's basketball loss on the road today at Rhode Island College, 42-27. So they'll finish, obviously they will be in the LEC playoffs, but finish at 500 in the conference at 8-8. Men's basketball will be coming up just a few moments. They'll start at about 3 o'clock as they'll take on Rhode Island College as well on the road. And men's hockey and track also in action today. Men's hockey will go at Misericordia. They beat them last night. Get their 5th win in a row. Proved a 13-10-1 in their first season. Final 20 seconds. Owls trying to get on the board. Lancaster shoots. Another good save made by Gardner. And that's the thing, that the Owls have had, obviously trailing by a lot and going to lose this game by 10, but have had some decent looks at Gardner. Oh, now here's a turnover. Maybe it won't be by 10. A shot on goal. And they score. So it will not be a 10-point loss. It'll be 13-4, the final. And that was Dylan Seymour in the final seconds who had the goal for the Owls. So he gets his 2nd today, but nonetheless, Keene State falls by a final of 13-4. And they go now to 0-3. Wentworth improving to 2-1. We'll be right back in just a few moments. We'll have head coach Mark Terrio on for the post-game interview. Stay tuned.
Keene State goal scorer number 5, Dylan Seymour.
So I know facts of 5 are friendly. So I'm going to box out my 5 and my 8.
My name is Ellie Lyons. I'm from Charleston, Rhode Island, and I'm majoring in elementary education and sociology. I am a student teacher, and I come into the classroom every single day from 8 to 3, and my CT, my cooperating teacher, will give me lesson plans or just things to do throughout the day so that I can slowly become used to running a classroom. I got interested in teaching because my mom has been a teacher for more than 30 years, and I've watched her enjoy teaching every single day. So I know that the passion never goes away, and I have always grew up in that experience and in that environment, and I knew that I would like it. One of the bigger reasons that I picked Keene State was because of the education program and how quick it gets you into the classroom. I know I went to other schools and I talked to those programs, and their hands-on learning was way later than Keene State, so I decided that would be best for me. I prefer hands-on learning. In the beginning, we start with lecture-based learning for education, and then once you get moved into the classroom, your junior year, you get way more hands-on, and it actually gives you the experience. And more than just creating a lesson plan, you're actually in the classroom learning classroom management or just how to deal with situations that you don't really taught. I chose elementary ed because of the ages. I have always been a babysitter my whole life, so being exposed to those younger ages, I've really been able to make connections with them easier. My first day starting at Simons, I actually already felt comfortable just because with Methods 2 gave me the exposure of being in this building and with this community and the staff and faculty. Now I feel like I am part of the school almost. A lot of teachers or student teachers might experience being maybe below other faculty or staff, but here at Simons they make you feel equal and give you those opportunities to be seen as just a regular teacher. I think I'm most proud of after the start of student teaching was probably planning my solo week, which is right now. I feel like on my first day of solo teaching, it wasn't really scary, but it was exciting. And it was a little nerve-wracking just because everything was in your hands, but everything that I have been prepared with, so Methods 1, Methods 2, has really exposed me to stuff like that, and being in charge and knowing how to manage a classroom and plan for lesson plans and longer days. From the first day, my cooperating teacher has been very easy to get along with. I definitely feel like she's preparing me to be a teacher on my own just because she has thrown me into those challenging conversations or just topics. And she shows me how to reflect as a teacher, which I think is super important because even after her lessons, she'll be like, hey Ellie, what do you think I should do next? Or maybe next year, maybe I'll try something different. What do you have in mind? I feel very prepped to go out and teach. I even had experience before when I went back home, I was doing substitute teaching. And that was a piece of cake. I've had people comment on how well I do classroom management, even at a random school substitute teaching. So I can definitely tell that Keene State has helped me a lot.
My name is Wei Liu, and I am the professor of computer science here at Keene State College. Cybersecurity has a pretty high demand in the job market. It's gonna have a variety of career paths. So graduating in cybersecurity, they can be employed by government agencies, private corporations, and non-profit organizations. Cybersecurity is really a field with constantly emerging new technologies. So students keep learning new stuff and adapt to new technologies to solve the problems. Cyber attacks has become more and more common. The students in this field, they can help to protect the individuals and organizations or even national security against the cyber threats in the cyberspace. So they can make some positive impact in our society. After students graduate in a major of cybersecurity from Keene State College, and the job work they can do is, for example, they can do information security analysis, and they can do the cybersecurity auditor, and they can do secure software developer, and also they can do some penetration tester work. So so all of this is about cybersecurity because it's actually used everywhere and in any working space. Yeah.
So I know facts of 5 are friendly.
I'm very ambitious. I like to push myself to do the best that I can possibly do, and I would say that I'm a very outgoing person, and I definitely like to think outside of the box and meet new people and kind of push my own boundaries. I'm involved in student government, pre-law society. I've been an orientation leader, a community assistant. I'm involved in Greek life. I was involved in the Panhellenic Council and some other organizations as well. I would say that I would connect being ambitious with the amount of involvement that I pursue. I'm someone that likes to be really busy, and the unique part of being a student at Keene State College is I've had the opportunity to be part of so many organizations. It's been a really incredible experience. I chose to get involved in all those different areas on campus because it's helped me become a better student. I think when you're really involved in your community and you're an involved student, you're able to become more interested in what you're learning about in class and make better connections with the students that are in class with you. The ways that I have made an impact on campus is that I've started some diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. I was the first Vice President of Equity and Belonging for Delta Phi Epsilon and the first Vice President of Equity and Diversity for the Panhellenic Council. So being able to spearhead those two positions and start some new activity on campus has been a really wonderful experience. I would say I'm personally passionate about many different human rights issues, specifically in Latin America. My family is from Latin America, so I firsthand have been able to experience some things that are going on in Latin America that I was not able to fully learn about and research until I came to college. Coming to Keene State College, I've learned that I love learning about issues that are happening across the world, and it's an opportunity that I was not able to have in high school, as well as the opportunity to learn about topics that are happening not only in the United States, from professors that have experience in other countries around the world, which is a very unique experience. This past summer, I did the Washington Center internship through the Global Education Office, and I was able to spend a semester in Washington, D.C., and I worked for the Hispanic Association on Corporate Responsibility, where I created diversity, equity, and inclusion training for Fortune 500 companies. That was an absolutely amazing experience. I got to learn more about my passion about diversity, equity, and inclusion, and education as well, which is a topic that's really intertwined with Holocaust and genocide studies. And I also got to spend time to do research into topics that I'm interested in, which is something that's very unique about the Holocaust and genocide studies program.
proportion to me is the lived experience of our Division III student athletes. They balance life from an academic perspective and the rigors of competing at a high level, bonding with teammates and building lifelong friendships. But they also are involved in their communities. They work jobs and internships and volunteer. They've learned to be resilient. Diverse experiences are setting them up for the future.
Passion's love. Passion is love for what you do. Because I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you want to be more passionate. I think it pushes you to a different level that maybe you didn't think you had. And you can do the best of both worlds and love all of it.
A good citizen is someone who wants to make a positive impact, both in their communities and in the world around them. The Division III approach is absolutely the best approach out there for amateur sport because it wants student athletes to explore all parts of who they are. Be successful in the classroom, be successful in competition, be successful in the community. So our student athletes learn what it means to strive for and attain success, but doing it the right way and being good citizens.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned. Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a D3 program, you're going to have lots of different opportunities. You're not just an athlete, you're also involved in student life. Your academics are extremely important. We give a lot of our student athletes responsibilities right from the start by giving them leadership opportunities, by having them engage in the community, being a positive influence. That's being a responsible person.
I believe sportsmanship is a mutual admiration and respect for your fellow competitors. We all go through a lot to reach the point where we compete against one another. It's important to realize that. So once we're finally on the field or on the court or on the starting block, we look at each other as fellow human beings and not just competitors. Being able to recognize the hard work that other athletes are putting in creates a more positive and inclusive environment.
From a few too many fake friends. I wake up in the afternoon and do it all again. Yeah, I punched a man on his wedding night. I'm still trying to figure out how to apologize. I learned the morning light can't fix nothing anyway, so I haven't touched a pretty thing in 40 days. What a it's nothing anyway. So I haven't touched a pretty thing in 40 days.
This is Paul Sullivan of Sullivan Tire Company. We're thrilled to be sponsoring the Keene State College Athletic Program, supporting the Owls. No matter what the sport is, in Division III, they are legendary. What a great academic institution, liberal arts school, in a beautiful part of New England. So let's go, you Owls. And remember, at Sullivan Tire, we're always here to get you there. Thank you.
We are in a brand new state-of-the-art esports facility at Keene State College. 16 brand new PCs, broadcasting PC, coach PC, brand new equipment, headsets, mice, keyboards, custom desk pads. So it is a gamer's dream in here.
This space, I love what they've done to it. I got to see it before it got renovated into what it is now. And it looks amazing. I look forward to coming here every day just to see the space and just play in this cool environment.
It was a real upgrade for me, and I think that's part of the reason I play a lot better now. Top of the line, everything, computers, chairs, monitors, headsets, everything.
We are recognized as a varsity athletic program at Keene State College, much like basketball, volleyball, baseball, what have you. We have 3 titles, 19 student athletes, 5 total coaches. We are working very hard every single day to put our program on the map.
Like I said, I do track and field also. It's, still the same level of dedication, still the same level of practice.
But it's not as active. However, it still requires a high level of skill and a high level of dedication, and giving it your all every night still applies regardless of both.
The goal for the future of this program is onward and upward every single year. Esports, being the industry that it is, continues to grow itself, and so we have the opportunity to continue pushing Keene State esports onto the forefront.
They're going to underestimate us. We've been working on this. We've got our game now. We're going to play our game, right?
College sports fans, get ready for game day with officially licensed merchandise from the NCAA official online shop, ncaa.com/shop. Get the whole family geared up with the best collection of apparel and accessories, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, headwear, championship gear, and more. Visit the NCAA shop for today's special offer and rep your favorite team now. Only at ncaa.com/shop.
So when I ask students why Keene State, the students say unanimously it's the sense of community. The feel when you walk on this campus is immediately a sense of belonging, a sense of safety, a sense of welcome, and a sense of opportunity and promise. And so I think our students feel that when they come to our campus, and they experience it when they join us. Why students choose this campus is the sense and feel, and also the opportunity and the promise of that opportunity for them when they're making the decision. And why they stay is that we deliver on that promise. We have students from urban environments, from rural environments, and when they come to Keene State in those first weeks of forming a new community, they bring all of those experiences together to create a better Keene State. It's a campus small enough to feel a sense of recognition and identity, and a campus big enough to feel part of something bigger than yourself. This isn't a passive experience, so please get engaged, find a club, make a new group of friends, get involved in a recreational sport activity, in an intramural sport, get involved in a creative performance, go see a show, be a part of this community and squeeze everything you can out of Keene State. And if you do that, I am confident you will have an exceptional experience and your life will be changed as a result of it.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a D3 program, you're going to have lots of different opportunities. You're not just an athlete, you're also involved in student life. Your academics are extremely important. We give a lot of our student athletes responsibilities right from the start by giving them leadership opportunities, by having them engage in the community, be a positive influence. That's being a responsible person.
Ignite your athletes. Empower your coaches. Rally your community. Support every team with one solution with the Huddle Athletic Department Package. You put all your school's coaching tools under one roof. From recording to analyzing to sharing, with your Huddle AD package, you cover every angle. Equal access means equal opportunity, and equal opportunity means full potential. Let's take your department to the next level.
I remember writing in the second grade that I wanted to be a teacher, and I always knew that I was going to be a teacher. I started school a year early, and it created challenges for me because I wasn't able to pick up material as fast as the other students. Outside of school, my jaju would quiz me on my math facts and read with me. It showed me that even though I had challenges in school, there were still people who wanted to help me. In high school, I knew I had to work harder than everyone else to get the same results, but I had teachers that would help me in subject areas outside of their own because they could relate to how I felt. The way these interactions with my jaju and my teachers made me feel while I was learning is the inspiration for how I'd like my students to feel. I'm able to build relationships and be vulnerable with my students when they're struggling because I've been in their shoes and I know exactly how they feel. Being able to relate to them from my own experience has become a massive asset in becoming a teacher.
We are here now with Coach Mark Terrell after the Owls fall in this one today. Obviously, relatively good first half overall for you guys. You were right in it there at halftime, but then things kind of fell apart there in the third quarter. What was your message to the team after the game?
Well, we can't have the wheels fall off the bus, basically. But, we talked about character and, what is really important for this team because, at halftime it's 4-3. We're right in it, and we just have to, make some basic adjustments, and we didn't do that. And, Wentworth got loose. They started playing hard, and I think we didn't rise to the challenge, and we didn't match their enthusiasm or hard work. And, they went on a run, and we didn't. And, for me, it's a lot about character and how trying to really make sure that people through adversity are making the right choices, because I think sometimes when things go tough, it was easy to just complain and not work hard, and that got us to a 4-13 game.
You guys, obviously, even with that deficit, you did have some decent chances there, especially in the fourth quarter looking at on net, but it was a good game today from it was Tom Gardner. It was a good game from Tom Gardner and net on the other side. What do you think kind of made things tough today, especially against Wentworth?
He's basically shut us down the last 2 years. He's a really, really good goalie. The scout was to shoot high, and we chose not to. So I think, and he was hot. He was able to see the ball all over the place. He stuffed us a few times, and I'd say at least 4 or 5 that should have been gimmies. He saved, so you got to give him some props. He did an excellent job. So, I think for us, we need to shoot better and finish better as opposed to, just worry about their goalie because, when a goalie gets hot, we still have to find ways to get the ball in the net.
And I think another kind of down spot for you guys today was there were a lot of penalties that went against you guys. How do you kind of, as a coach, try to work with the players to clean that up?
Yeah, we talked about that. And again, about the character thing. And, you can't just, feel sorry for yourself when, adversity happens, and instead you just got to keep working harder. And, we talked about that. And I think the message is pretty clear with the team. We also talked about, personally, feeling bad about this loss because, it wasn't the grass. Like we said, at halftime it was definitely attainable by 1 goal. But then we, like I said, the wheels fell off the bus and we didn't react or respond like the way I really wanted our team to.
And so for you guys, you get at least a little bit of a break till your next game. Won't be until March 5th here against Vassar. What are you guys going to, work on maybe the most as you get ready for that game?
Well, we have to work on ground balls. I don't know the stats for the ground balls, but I think they destroyed us on that. And that's, one of those things that's really, the intangibles for a team that you need to do that in order to generate offense and give the defense a rest and all that. So that's one thing. I think man up, we didn't do a really good job with that, and offensive sets, just a lot of redefining who we are. I think defensively the first half we did great. So I think we just have to trust the systems, and we did talk about that too as well. It's about trusting the offensive systems, the defensive systems that we've been doing, and I think if we do that, we're in good shape, because when we played Wenwick this past Wednesday, a team that beat us, by quite a few the year before, we went to overtime, and they lost it in overtime to number 10 St. Lawrence in the nation. The game prior to us. So we can be there if we play the way we need to play. But when we deviate from our plans, both offensively and defensively, and don't get the ground balls, it's a recipe for losing. So we have to get all those things together.
All right, well, thank you so much, Coach, for joining us as always, and hope you enjoy that rest for a little bit, and we'll see you again on March 5th.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends. In any emergency or disaster, you can count on the soldiers of the New Hampshire Army National Guard to be there. Our mission here at home is to make life better for everyone, and the benefits we earn help us improve our own lives. Learn more about part-time service with the New Hampshire Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/NH.
All right, pay attention. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the tools of the trade, from foam fingers in the wave to the super secret wave. How's that for a course description? Lesson 1, your game starts long before the opening whistle, so arrive prepared. 2, if something piques your interest, raise your hand. And 3, work in groups. NCAA championships, attendance is encouraged, passion is mandatory. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
Keene State Athletics on the Owls Media Network is brought to you by the New Hampshire Army National Guard. Visit nationalguard.com/NH or call 1-800-GO-GUARD. New Car Nissan of Keene, your premier new Nissan and used car dealership near Keene. Discover the new car difference. American Steel Fabricators. Visit americansteelfab.com. Fenton Family Dealerships, the tri-state area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, locally owned since 1986. Fieldstone Land Consultants, a professional engineering, land surveying, and environmental services company serving New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Vermont, and Maine. The Melanson Company, commercial and residential roofing since 1932. Engelberth Construction, we build relationships for life. By Sullivan Tire, located on Winchester Street in Keene, we're always here to get you there. Noise Volkswagen, we look forward to guiding you on your Volkswagen journey. And by the Best Western Plus Hotel, located at 401 Winchester Street in Keene. So unfortunately, not the best day for men's lacrosse today. They fall to 0-3 with a 13-4 loss at the hands of Wentworth Institute of Technology. They will be back here at home on Wednesday, March 5th to take on Vassar College, and we'll have that call on the Owls Media Network at 5 o'clock. And also, women's basketball fell today at the hands of Rhode Island College, 42-27 on the road. Men's basketball currently in action right now against the Anchorman as well. As always, thank you so much for tuning in to this afternoon's broadcast. For Ryan Goodwin, for everyone else on our crew, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast, and thank you for watching.